Yo, what it is, YouTube? It's your boy Nix coming back with another piece of content today. I want to show y'all a quick hack how to eliminate room noise, rumble, crackle from your audio recordings with this very simple technique. This is a technique that I learned from working in professional studios. So if you're recording from home or you have a professional studio, you could use this technique either way to help you get a real tight vocal sound and to eliminate all of the early reflections. So what we have here today is it's called a simple studio windscreen right here. If you can see it, I'm gonna try to put it in the camera. This, so y'all can see it. So pretty much it's like a cheap alternative to the chaotic eyeball. So I'm gonna list all the items that you need to do this technique right here and a description down below. Make sure y'all don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you found this informative. But I have this kind of windscreen right here, right? So this technique, what we do is we need a isolation booth, a pop filter, and also this windscreen. So what you do is you get your isolation booth set up like this right here, and you put the pop filter right in front of the microphone. Make sure that when you're recording that you always keep like a hand's length, a hand distance from the recorder and the microphone itself. So you have a healthy proximity effect and it's not picking up all the plosives, etc., etc. What you want to do is you want to take this simple windscreen. It's only about $30. Please make sure you guys do not buy that chaotic eyeball. Y'all crazy if y'all do that. So what you want to do is you take this, right, and you place it right on top of the microphone like this, right? It also comes with a front panel. The simple windscreen, it comes with a front panel, like its own pop filter pretty much, right? But I don't use it because it's gonna make it sound too dark. So when you're doing this technique, make sure that you have the microphone in a position where it's sitting where the vocal doesn't come out too dark. We are just trying to make the whole vocal sound tighter and not necessarily make it sound dark or anything like that. And this is a good technique too. You let the microphone sit like this, right? The pop filter in the front, and then you want to close the doors a little bit. So if you guys can see, I have it set up like that, right? So the door is closed a little bit. So when the person is recording, pretty much what's gonna happen is that you're gonna get protection from the ceiling, the early reflections, the sound bouncing up on the ceiling and coming back down in the microphone. You're getting coverage. If they're rapping and the sound is gonna bounce everywhere pretty much. Once it's bouncing on the sides of the walls and everything like that, this isolation booth is gonna give it protection too. And get rid of, like, let's say if you have a bad room or you don't have no acoustic treatment, this is the perfect solution for you and it's not too much. You don't gotta sit there and put up a bunch of panels and everything like that. All you gotta do is do this trick right here and it's gonna give you a dead, kind of like a dead, transparent room sound, okay? So then what you wanna do is you wanna close the doors just a little bit like this. So when you're recording vocals and you're rapping, your torso, your face is gonna be to the microphone, and then there shouldn't be really that much rebound of the sound coming from behind you. So this technique is excellent and it's very cheap. It's just a quick thing that I wanted to show you guys. Now let's jump right into Pro Tools and hear how much of a difference each layer makes. So let's do that right now. All right, YouTube, now that we're inside of Pro Tools, let's go over each layer and how it all adds us to give us a nice tight vocal sound when it's all put together, this technique. So this is gonna be the first take with only just the microphone and nothing else. This is the Warm Audio FET 47 Junior running through a Thunderbolt 3 Apollo Twin. All right, so with just the microphone, we heard a lot of plosives. Let's see what a pop filter can do to help us. This is the Warm Audio FET 47 Junior running through a Thunderbolt 3 Apollo Twin. Okay, it looks like the pop filter helped us a little bit with the plosives, the P's and the S's. Now let's hear how the vocal booth can help us control a little bit of the rest of the room noise, like the fan and everything. This is the Warm Audio FET 47 Junior running through a Thunderbolt 3 Apollo twin. So a vocal isolation booth is a must in a home studio. It definitely helps a little bit with the room noise, and it helps us make us get a little bit more professional sound. But let's hear how much of a huge difference the windscreen makes when we have the microphone covered from the top and isolating those early reflections from the ceilings. Let's just hear how it makes everything sound finished. This is the Warm Audio FET 47 Junior running through a Thunderbolt 3 Apollo twin. And you can definitely hear it too at the end of the take. The room noise was completely gone, or almost completely gone. So we went from this. This is the Warm Audio FET 47 Junior running through a Thunderbolt 3 Apollo twin. We went from a very noisy home recording to having this with everything put together. This is the Warm Audio FET 47 Junior running through a Thunderbolt 3 Apollo twin. So guys, I think this technique is an incredible way to remove room noise. And if you were to pair this with the gate at the end, then pretty much your vocal would sound very tight. So I think this is a good video because maybe you have a home studio and you're thinking about buying one of those huge, expensive vocal booths. You don't need that. Or let's say maybe you do have a studio and you're thinking about knocking down a wall or something like that to make a whole separate vocal booth. You probably don't even need to do that. Maybe you want to try out this technique and see how it helps you. Most people probably wouldn't be able to tell a difference, but to a trained ear, when you have multiple tracks of background noise piling up, going inside of a reverb, inside of a delay, it definitely, in the end, it will add up to a lot of noise and just the feeling that a lot of space is being taken up in your track. So I just want to say thanks a lot for watching the video today. If you guys have any more comments, likes, or suggestions, or if this technique was possible to help you, let me know as well. I'm going to drop the link down below for all of the products. Appreciate it, guys. Peace. And if I ever thought that you would